So guys, sorry it's taken me a long time to get this review video out on the new Spider-Man movie, but it just made $2 billion at the box office. And they had a bigger opening weekend than Avengers Endgame. Let's just get into it. Spider-Man Brand New Day was an awesome movie. It was so good. I mean, look at the reviews. So after the events of No Way Home, no one can remember Peter Parker because he just had to protect everyone he loves, and now he's got to live on with that decision and just stay as the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man as he is. For him, it's hard to read that note to Ned and MJ because they probably won't remember him and stuff. So, since then, he's just been fighting bad guys as Spider-Man. Now, like in every MCU Spider-Man movie, we have a guest appearance, and it's the Punisher. And he's an R-rated movie character, so it's nice to see what they'll do with Deadpool and Avengers Doomsday. Mother. I think this is the same thing Feige's gonna do with Deadpool and Doomsday. This movie really shows an emotional side to Peter Parker and how his powers there's some side effects to his powers, and I really liked how they showed that. We also got a cameo from Bruce Banner in this movie, which I really liked. But now I'm going to do my spoiler review, so skip to this time if you don't want to get spoiled. I really liked the villain and how she jumped through people's minds, and who could that villain be? Not Scorpion, but I still really like seeing him in this movie.
We have a name.
I'm Jean Grey. And you know what I want.
Yeah, the mutant herself, Jean Grey's in this movie, and it's probably because of Doomsday, because all the X-Men are in it. Also, as of recording this, we have got the duo in Avengers Doomsday. Not gonna play copyright music for this scene. The whole movie is Jean trying to find, her sister was taken by damage control, so she's trying to figure out what happened to her. Also, the scene I just showed you, it's so funny how they actually showed Sadie Sink's character before the movie came out without spoiling anything. But shockingly, at the end of the movie, she finds out what damage control did with her sister. The last thing her sister said to her was VMAX. So then she comes to the conclusion.
The last thing my sister saw was this room.
Her brainwaves are somehow affecting the objects.
The last thing my sister saw was this goddamn room!
Spider-Man has that DNA mutation for his powers and abilities, and he doesn't have that. Basically, the mutant collar from Deadpool 2 that stuns, his abilities to, have organic webs like Peter too. So Jean Grey asks Spider-Man, are you Spider-Man or are you Peter Parker? Then he takes the chip off, and then he says,
I'm both.
his spidey senses kick in, and then he goes absolute beast mode. And then Jean Grey hops gets into Peter's mind, and Aunt May tells Jean Grey basically that she's like really special and everything. And then Peter tells her like, I have no one, you have no one, we have each other and stuff. It was just, I had to explain that because it's just such a good story. His Spidey senses tingle in, and then that's when...
No, Peter!
You gotta get out of here. They'll be looking for you.
No.
Bro, what were you thinking? He's fine, but at the end of the movie, when he leaves the hospital, Frank distracts everyone. And then the kid is doing the like web shooter sign back at Peter Parker. And I thought that was really cool. I didn't really go into a lot about Peter and MJ, but he's just kind of trying to have them remember who he is. And MJ doesn't really remember Peter, but Ned does at the end. Maybe. This happened at the end of the movie, so I thought there was going to be more to that. But we did get Black Widow in it talking about small potato and big potato stuff, and saying that the new Avengers problems are big potato stuff and Spider-Man's problems are small potato stuff. Look at the memes going around about this.
Trends. I'm the same kid with the same friends, posted up in the same ends, riding round in that A-Benz. I got BBS, you got fake gems, like a bass through like a rhino, smoked out, no pyro, keep a mask up on me face, kid, and it's all black, gotta lie low, drugs right.
Alright, my turn to create a meme.
Potatoes, small 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 potatoes.
Just had to address that. Can we please talk about how cool this Spider-Man suit is? I think it's the best one, besides Tobey Maguire's. Sorry, most of this video was the spoiler review, but with it having $2 billion in the box office, I'm sure about 99% of the people watching have already seen this movie. But now it's time to put it on the Marvel tier list. I almost forgot to mention, this is our 500th video on Albert 7. We're halfway to 1,000. But let's put Spider-Man Brand New Day on the tier list. Coming back to this tier list a year later, I'm noticing so many mistakes in it. Like, for example, Kraven Hunter, I think should go there. I think No Way Home, I rewatched it. I think it goes right there. Guardians goes right there. There. I just had to adjust the list a little bit. Did I mess up on anything else? Because now that I haven't came back to this list in a year, so I think Far From Home. No, I think it goes where it was, I guess. Chasm 2, I think that's where that goes. Let There Be Carnage, I think goes way lower. I think it goes low C tier. I don't know. Maybe I'll come back to this on Doomsday, because I'm watching every Marvel movie before Doomsday, and I'll probably come back to this list and change it up a little. But Brand New Day, not better than Deadpool. It's better than No Way Home. I think it goes like that. No, Infinity War was better. So it makes it to the top 6 at least. Top 10 goes all the way to the Fantastic Four. But we're not going to be seeing this tier list until December. So thank you guys for watching. And I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.